Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm sorry it's been a little while, and I know I also promised you guys that I would go over my study habits and take you on a tour with me while I study and bring you along while I was studying. But when I tell you, I got so wrapped up into studying and telling myself that I needed to know this information. I needed to know this information. I don't know. I began to get so much anxiety over Nclex. It kind of took over, and what I end up doing is putting myself on a set schedule and following through that schedule, and feeling like I had no other time and no extra time to do anything else, including recording any videos for you guys. So I also plan to do a live Nclex results, and my buddy just could not wait for me to get those results, so I end up doing those results on my phone, and I wasn't able to record them or anything, but I did pass. Yay! I passed Nclex, and I did pass in 85 questions, and oh my goodness, I did not know what to expect from that test at all. Nclex is crucial. Nclex is really, really hard, in my opinion. I definitely did not feel that ATI was harder than Nclex, and I know that's what I was being told, like, throughout my program from different facilities. And don't mind the light. That's a toy that my son is playing with. But yeah, from the second, I mean, that morning, I'll attach a clip so you guys can see, because I did start to record. I did record going there and prepping myself to get there and to take my test, but then I didn't record anymore because honestly I didn't know how to feel after taking that test. And no, baby, don't do that. When I got there and I got in, they have you, you give your ID and your fingerprint, and you tell them what test you're there for, and you go over to a second lady, and she kind of do the same thing, and pat you down and make sure if you have on glasses, there's nothing on them, or make sure there's nothing in your pockets or behind your ears or in your hair. They do all of that. Then they fingerprint you again, and then she takes you to your desk. The second I went to my desk, there's a desk within a computer, and there's a camera that drops down right in front of every single computer. So just to watch you while you're testing. The lady tested at the desk, I'm guessing. So once you sit down, the first couple screens is just like directions of how to answer each type of question or the style of questions that would appear on the Nclex, and to give you an example, like the directions would be like an example of what type of question. So if it was a drag and drop, it'll give you an example of a drag and drop, and it'll kind of have like oranges to bananas or something really, really simple, just so you can get the feel type of questions. Then it'll give an example of a multiple choice, an example of a select all that applies, example of like if you were to have a dosage questions, it just gave you like a simple math equation addition of how you can use the calculator on there. So that was pretty good. But I tell you, the second I put my hand on that mouse to begin answering those questions, even though they were just as simple as direction questions, it was crucial. My hand shook the entire time. I mean, the entire time, literally. My hand was on the mouse, just like shaking. I was so nervous. And then after that, I started my test. And I had my first question. My first question, I felt like I knew the answer, no doubt about it. But still, I read the question over. I covered up, didn't pay attention to the other answers, read each answer with my question just to make sure for myself. And I was like, okay, the first question, I felt really good about, but also the way that the questions are asked, they're asked different than what we're used to, and it's to throw you off. It really is. And the question wasn't as long and so much bluff as the questions that we study with. Maybe that's why everyone says Nclex was easier, because the questions weren't as long as what we're used to, and there wasn't a lot of extra bluff inside the question. So you either knew the information or you didn't. And so in that sense, it was easier, okay, but no, I don't think Nclex was easier. I mean, I don't think Nclex was easier than ATI or anything. Um, my second question was select all that applies. Oh my God, select all that applies is like the worst, the worst, the worst. Select all applies, I think, in my opinion, are so hard because if you leave one off, it's wrong. If you add an extra one, it's wrong. So you have to get the right amount of answers, all the correct answers. Um, so next thing you know, my third question was a regular question, but then my fourth question was a select all applies. So I'm like, okay. Second question, select all that applies. Fourth question, select all that applies. Then my third question was regular. Then my sixth question was select all that applies. I mean, it started being like a pattern. So I was making notes on my little board because they give you like a little whiteout, not whiteout, but a board that you can write on and wipe. But of course, for Nclex, you cannot wipe it. If your board gets filled, you have to raise your hand and they bring you another board. So I was like just keeping track of how many select all that applies on there. And I lost count between 42 and 43, 44, somewhere around there. I lost count. So my test stopped at 85. My test was definitely half or more than half select all that applies. And that scared the crap out of me. I had one dosage question, and I had drugs on there, and it was pretty much the drugs that I remember was like the same 3 to 4 drugs that was like repeated in different formats or different questions. I didn't feel that the stuff that I had been studying for and preparing myself for was helpful for Nclex. I was like, oh my God, everything that I studied, I don't recall it. I probably knew about a good 10 that I could say I knew it right off the bat, right after reading the question. I knew the answer, so all I did is look for that answer. I looked at the other answers still, but I definitely knew the answer for sure. It was about 10 questions that I can say I knew for a fact. After taking it, trying to, let's backtrack. When I got to 85 and my test shut off, my hands shook the entire time. So after taking my hand off of the mouse, my hand still shook because I'm thinking to myself, no, give me more questions. I need to make sure I'm still in this game. I need more questions. It cannot be over. I need more questions. Give me more questions, Nclex. But of course, it shut off. So I raised my hand. The lady came and got me from the computer. She got my board and everything. And you step out of the room. You toss your earplugs, because I did ask for earplugs. Then she goes and she does your fingerprints again, I guess to make sure you're still the same person. I'm not sure because I never got up. I never got to a part where it asked me if I wanted a break at this moment. I didn't get that far. I didn't take that long, I guess. She called me by my name and put nurse with it. So she was claiming it for me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because that did help out. Claim it. But after the test, I really freaked out because I didn't know what to think. I didn't know how I should feel. It's crazy because I didn't feel real confident afterwards, because I told you I only felt like I knew 10 questions for sure. And I don't know. I remember waiting for her to retrieve my phone out of the locker and my keys, and I'm just shaking still. And when I handed her the little baggie, because they seal the bag, you can't unseal the bag if you brought a cell phone in there, and it was so hot outside I didn't want to leave my phone in the car and it overheats or something, I don't know. But she unsealed it, and I was still shaking as I handed her the bag. And she was like, it's okay, it's over. You're a nurse. Like, you don't have to worry about it. You did it. And I was walking to the elevator, and I'm just like, oh my God, what did I just do? Did I really just take Nclex? How did it go? Oh my God, I cannot wait to find out. And I got downstairs. I called my mom, and I was like, I'm done. And she was like, how do you feel? And I was like, honestly, I don't know. I don't know how to feel. And that was so crazy because I was done already. And she was like, well, it shut off at 85. I don't think you have anything to worry about. I think you did good. You're the only one that's always doubting yourself. So I'm pretty sure you passed. You got 85. And I was like, yeah, but it says do not think that. Do not think just because it shut off at 85 that you passed and there's nothing, no other answer. Because it's happened for other people before, I guess. And I just drove home, and I was just in my thoughts because I put in time. I know I put in all the studying that I needed to do. I took my test on August 12th, which was also the first day of 4th grade for my son. So that was kind of bothering me a little, like, I'm going to miss his first day of school. I missed his first day of 3rd grade because I was in my nursing program. But I did it. I thought I would have to wait. You know, they tell you to wait 6 weeks, and then they tell you after 48 hours you can log in and pay the fee to get your rapid results. But August 12th, I took my test. August 13th, I got my results. My friend, she called me, and we actually went to go test together. And she was like, come on, let's get online right now. I cannot wait for you to get home. Let's get online. Let's get online. And I was like, okay. So I'm trying to get online. I'm trying to get online on my phone. And also I'm on I-4. And that's the highway. So, and no, I wasn't driving. But I wasn't home where I wanted to be to do a live result for you guys. But, okay, just a second. But so I go online and I can't get in. I was like, I don't remember my login. Everything is saved on my MacBook. So I called her and I was like, I can't get in. I can't get in. She was like, just try it. I'm gonna send you the link. So she sends me the link, and I'm trying, and still I can't get in. I don't remember mine. And I'm like, my password has to be this. It's not letting me in. So she calls me back and she was like, I passed. And I was like, yay! I still can't get in, but I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. And then I was like, but I can't remember the login. And she was like, you don't need the login. Just go to the top and click on this. You don't need to press login and do all of that stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. So let's try this again. So I got the phone with her, and I did what she told me to do. And oh my God. When that computer popped up, wait a second. After applying for your Nclex and the test and the background check and all that, if you get back on the website, to the right of the screen, it says no license number available at this time in the little box, meaning I never applied for a license. I never set for a license. I don't have a license yet, so there's no license number. So we did figure out we don't have to wait 48 hours to pay for the rapid scores. All we have to do is log back in after exactly 24 hours. And if, where it's said in that little box, you don't currently have a license or hold a license at this time or no license number available, if that box has a license number, you passed. Guess what? It had a license number there. And guess what it said underneath? Effective August 12th. That was the day I took my test. So I had passed, but I still scrolled down. That's my 2-year-old, by the way. Sorry for the noise. I scrolled down and I clicked on results, and it said results, your girl passed. So guess what? Your girl passed Nclex. I was so excited. I thank God I don't know how many times, because I did not know how to feel about Nclex. I absolutely did not know how to feel about Nclex. And it's so crazy because when I got up that morning, I felt fine. I felt good. I was ready for kick Nclex. But my whole entire drive there, I felt amazing. No bubble guts, no doubts, no nothing. I put in all them hours studying. I knew I was going to pass in those moments. But the second I pulled up to that Pearson View building and parked my car, it all changed. It went out the window. But I had said a prayer for us before we went in, and it turned out amazing. 85 questions, and your girl is a nurse. That all those struggles and studying and long hours and abandonments from the world paid off. I passed. A couple days afterwards, I actually got my license in the mail. They tell you it'll take 6 to 8 weeks, but no, it came in the mail right after that. And also my bridge program that I'm supposed to be attending, they were also able to see that I had a license number, so I had passed as well. So it wasn't like, oh, I got my hopes up. No, I really did pass. That trick works, and that doesn't cost anything. I'm so mad that I did not get to record the live results for you guys, but my reaction was priceless because I was like just blown away the rest of the day, and everyone was just like, you were worried for nothing, you were worried for nothing. But it was, I think my worries was just based on if I put in all that time and I studied for all those hours and I didn't pass, it was like, oh, you know, it's like, what was I really doing that entire year of that program? I think that was my worry. And I had to have everything done for my next program that I'm attending. So there's going to be some updates with that because I'm indecisive as of today. I'm indecisive about which program I'm going to go to. And I'll post another video about that because either program I could do. One starts a little sooner than the other, and I was really hoping to like be in a program already. Like already, these months are passing by really, really fast, and that could be time that I'm putting into the program. But guess what, you guys? The girl is a nurse, and today is August 29th. So yeah, I'm a little behind with this video. I apologize. So today is the big day. It's really dark outside, but I am on my way to take the Nclex. Wish me luck. So if anyone else is up and about right now and on their journey, have a safe drive. Okay, it looks like my drive there is about 41 minutes, and it is currently 5:51. So I'll have a little time to pray, go over some lab values, just a refresher, and just to sit with my thoughts and put my mind at ease before going in here. I think it's gonna be really good. I feel really, really good, and I didn't sleep too well at all. I went to bed at 8 o'clock, so I was out, and I woke up around 12, and I kind of just been in my thoughts all morning. Not about the test, I just couldn't sleep. So I'm back, and I feel okay. I feel okay. I'm done with the test, and my test shut off at 85 questions, and my heart just dropped. From the second that I sat down in my seat, my hand was shaking. So my hand was shaking the entire time it was on the mouse. So Nclex is over, and here's to my shirt. You can't see it because of the sun, but it says positivity. So just positive thoughts. We said a good prayer before going in, and I said another prayer before taking it. So check back with you guys soon. I know I was supposed to do a live Nclex results, but my bestie got too excited and she couldn't wait until I made it back home. So I had to pull it up on my phone, and guess what? I passed. I'm so excited. I'm shaking like crazy. I'm so excited. I'm so excited, and thank you, Jesus. Nclex was so hard, but it's over. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys soon. If you've already taken your Nclex, leave comments below of how many questions that you passed your test in, or if you didn't pass, you can ask some of my study techniques, because that video will come. I will still do that video, so you can see how did I study, how much time and energy and sweat, blood, and tears that I put in to study for that test, because that test it was hard. Again, I'm a nurse, and I'll be back with some more videos soon. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, let's connect.